Hello, my name is Godfrey, and I'm glad to have you here today so that we can learn something. Let me take this opportunity to talk to pastors and some ministers of the gospel, especially the young pastors and young ministers of the gospel. There's this pressure about having the best church and, a well-constructed church, tiles, and maybe a permanent one. There's this pressure about having the best instruments in town, the loudest. There's this pressure about having a large crowd that is in terms of attendance of members in the church, having being the best in gathering members. Not actually because the members are really helping you up in terms of givings, offerings, and so on, but just because you want to maintain it that you are the best when it comes to gathering members, to gathering crowd. There is that pressure. There is always that urge, especially when you are still beginning the ministry, when you are at that when you are beginning the work of the ministry. There is always that urge. There is always that pressure, actually wanting to have all that I just mentioned. And I'm here to tell us that actually that is not what we were sent to do. You come to that and you ask yourself, do we really know what we were really sent to do? Do we really understand the assignment? Do we really understand? Do we really realize? Do we really know what exactly we were sent to do? In the Gospel of Matthew chapter 28 verse 19, Jesus says, go ye and make disciples of all nations. In the Gospel of John chapter 21 verse 15, before Jesus left this earth in the body, he told Peter, he asked Peter 3 times, and he asked him, Peter, do you really love me? Feed my sheep. He repeated the second time and he said, do you really love me, Peter? Feed my sheep. He repeated for the 3rd time and he said, Peter, do you really love me? I ask you to go and feed my sheep. And so we come to knowledge, we come to understand that one thing we have been sent to do is not to go and gather members, is not to go and build churches, big churches, buildings, is not to go and have the best instruments. And I'm not here to say that having all this that I'm mentioning is wrong, is good. When you have money, you can decide that we will have a good place where we can worship God, we can be worshiping God from. You can beautify that place where you think you have chosen to be worshiping God from. But I'm here to tell us that that should not be the priority. Let us remember that that is not what we were sent to do. Yes, we can gather members because you won't teach stones. You won't go and spread the gospel to the trees. You have to speak to people. But let us set our priorities right, because there are people who have deviated from the real thing that we were sent to do, and they are just doing their own things. And maybe there is this pressure because you want to fit in, you want to look the best. We are actually at a time where if you don't have the best church, if you don't have a church that has tiles, if you don't have a church that is permanent, you are not even spiritual. You are considered to be like one who is not even saved. If you don't have the best instruments, the loudest, is like you have not even yet started. There is that pressure, and I've come here today to encourage young pastors, young ministers who have just begun, that is not what we were sent to do. One thing we were sent to do is to speak, is to spread the gospel to every creation. And this brings me to this question where I ask myself, what is success in the ministry? There are people who think success in the ministry is having the best church, is having members, is having big churches, is having, money, is having cars and so on. That is not success when it comes to ministry. But success is you equipping yourself with the right doctrine, and that is all. When you are well equipped with the right doctrine, that is enough. But today, what are we doing? Today, we just want to maintain it, that we are the best. We don't even care about what our members are being taught, even in the same church, with the same teachers in the same church, whom we have proved, whom we have nurtured. We don't even do follow-ups to see what are our members being fed in the church. But as long as the numbers in attendance are intact, we don't even care about the Sunday school, what they are being taught outside there. As long as the numbers are intact, we don't care. And I'm here to tell us, we will be surprised. I'm telling you, many people are going to be surprised when we appear at the judgment seat of Christ, expecting to have a reward. And Christ will tell us, away from me, for you did nothing. You didn't do what I sent you. You went and you started building churches. You went and you started, gathering members. Actually, what you did was right, but you didn't follow what I actually sent you to do. So it will not matter when we appear at the throne of judgment or at the seat of judgment of Christ. What Christ will ask us, did you feed my sheep? Did you make the disciples? It won't matter whether you fed the sheep under a tree. It won't matter. It won't matter whether you fed the sheep in an open field. It won't matter. What will only matter is, did you feed the flock? Did you feed the sheep? Did you make the disciples? That is what Jesus will ask you, and that is what will attract a reward for you. So today I've come here to caution us and to ask us, please let us go back and do what we were sent to do. And what is it? To feed the flock or to feed the sheep of Jesus Christ. Let us stop the competition. There is that competition about who is the best, about who has the best church. Meet these pastors, meet these pastors who went ahead of us, when they are bragging about what they have, about their achievements, and you will wonder if they really understand what they were sent to do. Meet them when they are together, when they are bragging about their big churches. Meet them when they are bragging about the congregation they are able to gather, they are able to move. Meet them when they are bragging about their best vehicles, about their best cars, about their best houses and so on. And you wonder, is this what they call success? Is this what it means about success when it comes to ministry? We have deviated from the right track. We are away from the right track. We are doing our own things. We are actually doing what we think is right, and actually that is not what we were sent to do. I've come here to encourage young pastors, young ministers who are just coming up. Let us keep on equipping ourselves with the right doctrine, and let us teach the flock. Let us teach the members, those few members whom God has entrusted you with. May you teach them the right doctrine. And I'm here to tell you today, that is what will attract a reward before Christ. When you appear before Christ at his judgment seat, that is the only thing that will attract a reward for you, but not all these other things that we are doing. I repeat, I'm not saying we should not build good churches. If we can, let us do it. But let us know that that is not the priority. If we have money, after gathering members, and maybe we have money, we can look in our treasury, we can look in our bank account, and we find we have money. Let us have a beautiful place where we can worship God from. If we have money, let us have good instruments. Let them even be louder, is okay. But let us not make them to be our first priority and forget what we were sent to do. I hope this helps somebody somewhere. May God bless you so much. My name is Godfrey Kalasia. God bless you.